Hi, this is Jennifer from Soul Source Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for Leo. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And this is for the week of September 25th through October 2nd. Now, if you are watching this before the fact, I have done one for this week as well, and I will tag it to the end. Maybe you've forgotten it already, or, it didn't happen yet when you watched it, so whatever. Anyhow, this reading is for the week of the 26th through the 2nd, so let's just see what comes up. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So this week is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a good week by the looks of things. Tent, temporary situation, because some of you may be in a temporary living situation. I mean, a tent is typically, a temporary living situation. There could be a change in your living situation, or you're just in another type of temporary situation that isn't going to last. It's not going to be long term. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. So you are going to need to control your anger this week for one reason or another, or you will be sorry. Now that's a clear message because somebody's going to dismiss it. You'll be sorry that you did. Oh no, that part's not for me. Okay. What do we have? What do we have for a message today? What do we have for Leo? A message is coming that you do not want to hear. The end. The end. I mean, that card speaks for itself. We have a significant ending here. That's the end of a story, right? That's it. It's over. Something is ending. Unexpected help is arriving. There's a blessing in this ending. That's kind of like the star, huh? So there is a blessing. There's an ending, could be a blessing in disguise. Either way, there's help from above. Unexpected help is arriving. But it may come through a message that you don't want to hear. Maybe that's what happens. Unexpected help is arriving. Oh, this card just fell right out. It fell out. When I picked up the deck and it flipped over, I got the deck like this. I don't know if you saw it on the camera. We'd have to go back and look because it happened so fast that I didn't even see it. All of a sudden I just saw the card there, it fell out. Anyhow, so there could be a fallout, I don't know. But the devil is temptation, it's lust, it's greed, it's materialism, it's instant gratification. It's toxic energy. It's unhealthy behavior. The devil doesn't bring anything good. Temporary situations, perhaps. You are going to be tempted. You are going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted to do something that is not good for you. The devil is an obsession. It is an addiction. It's a codependency that leaves you trapped. It feels good at first, But then after, you're tied to it and you can't break free, and it's extremely unhealthy. You're going to be dealing with that. Now, this message may have something to do with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. You will be put in a position where you have a chance to get some sort of desires met, and maybe it's just feeding the ego, because the devil's a card of ego. Now, if you think about the star, which is something about fame or being in the spotlight, and, you know, we all sometimes like to be in the spotlight. People that get in the spotlight, they jump in the spotlight. They're looking for attention. They're feeding their ego. Now, I'm just telling the truth, and I know people don't want to hear it, but that's the truth. Okay, so there's something about ego here, and we definitely have the star. I'd say we have it twice. So this is what you asked for. This is what you asked for. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you ask for, because your wish is going to be granted. There is a wish that you've been praying for. You've been asking for this. Yes, something that you asked for is going to happen. Okay? But it may not be healthy for you. It may leave you tied to something that is toxic and unhealthy. Let's get one of these. What do we have for Leo? A message is coming. Whatever this message is, it does have to do with an ending. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear this message. Something, for some of you, what I just heard is, I don't know if somebody's going, I don't know. There's bars here. I don't know if somebody's going to jail, or, I mean, that could certainly be the case. I don't know. Could be somebody you're dealing with. I don't know. There's something toxic here. There's some sort of inappropriate behavior. There's an opportunity to break free, but the struggle is real. There's lust tied to it. Cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. And maybe the message is from a doctor. I don't know. A message is coming. You need to stop doing something that is unhealthy, that is toxic. This may have to do with an addiction, a drug, you know, some sort of image issue. Something about wanting to shine, wanting to be seen. And I don't know where that's coming from. It's like the ego. Something about feeding the ego that is unhealthy. May have something to do with your body or your health, you know. There's an unhealthy ego here. And I'm sorry, but there is. You are going to be tempted to engage in something. Okay, let's get one of these. What do we have for Leo? In regards to love. Honeymoon flipped right over again. We may have a flip. Something is flipping. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. That's going somewhere. It looks like this could be taking a vacation or going, you know, getting on the water, taking a boat ride, you know, going somewhere with somebody. Could be the honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over. I mean, it is what it is. There's a blessing here because there's toxic energy. Something is coming to an end. Maybe it's the end of a toxic attachment. Honeymoon is over. Maybe it's time to cleanse your soul from this toxic attachment. Could be drugs, cigarettes, smoking, codependency, whatever it is. Maybe that's what's coming to an end. Maybe you're gonna find maybe you get some sort of information or guidance or news that you don't want to hear. It's actually a blessing because it gives you some sort of strength per se to break free. I feel like you are in a toxic bond with something or somebody. I feel like that story is coming to an end. Wedding. Interesting. This situation involves marriage. We have honeymoon and wedding. Maybe it's the end of waiting. Or maybe you've been married to somebody that is toxic or married to a bad habit. We do have an unrequited love situation. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. There's some sort of divine guidance here. It's time to cleanse your soul of a situation that is extremely toxic. What do we have for Leo? There could be somebody new with that unexpected help arriving. There could be somebody new that is coming in that can fulfill some of your desires. I mean, that could certainly be the case as well. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life, and we have period of prosperity and abundance. I feel like for some of you, you've been tied to something that is extremely toxic. Maybe that's what's coming to an end. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Everything is blossoming and bearing fruit now. Open yourself to receive. The prosperity you seek is being activated. A stream of abundance in all areas of your life is ready to flow into your life. The Creator desires that you prosper. Take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not the time to passively wait for prosperity to fill into your lap. Life goes in circles. There are times when fields lay fallow, and there are times of harvest. Right now, you are moving into a period of harvest to receive an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. However, you must first know that you deserve it and that you do. There are times on the journey when life is fallow, but in times of harvest, the sacred traveler shares the bounty and even volunteers to help others bring in their crops. This is a time to give deeply and fully of who you are and what you have. For the more you truly give, the more you receive. It's the universal law. As you focus on gratitude for what you already have, your abundance will grow leaps and bounds. So you are it's giving, and it's interesting. You'll be receiving and giving. I think you're receiving and giving. But a message is coming that you do not want to hear. I feel like this message breaks you free from a toxic situation. You will be presented with some sort of gift. Whatever this gift is, it brings you some sort of abundance. But I gotta say, be careful, because the devil does not bring anything good. For a minute, yes. For a little while, yep. Not long term. Not long term. So you do have to be careful. Maybe you're cleansing yourself of something that is toxic, and now something else is coming in. That's what it looks like to me. Abundance is going to be pouring into your life. There could also be an arrival. I feel like for some of you, there could be an arrival here. What do we have for Leo? Intimacy. Wow. Take a look at that. Intimacy. You're going to be deepening a bond with somebody. This is a deep bond as well, even though it's a devil energy. This is a deep bond. Yeah, it's a very intense bond. It's a magnetic attraction, right? There's chemistry, there's lust, there's, good sex, whatever. But and there's going to be an overflow of it by the looks of it, an abundance of passion. But I'm not sure it's long term, and I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sure that it is, but let's read that card anyway. I mean, it could be, I suppose. Maybe it's the end of waiting. It certainly could be the end of waiting. It could be. But we do have that message is coming that you do not want to hear. Intimacy. Respect your personal space. Nurture your relationships. Intimacy is often associated with being sexual. In fact, emotional intimacy, which has nothing to do with being sexual, is the foundation of any great relationship. If one is unable to be open and connect to their partner on an emotional level, it becomes difficult to maintain the equilibrium of a balanced relationship. To maintain healthy relationships, one must learn how to be emotionally intimate. And I think that we have a problem with that. I think there's sex. Good sex. But sex is lust, right? Where, To maintain healthy relationships, one must learn how to be emotionally intimate. Challenges that lead to infidelity tend to begin on an emotional level when partners neglect to address each other's needs. Share your feelings and thoughts on important issues on a deep level to maintain physical and emotional connections. In the past, there has been fear around intimacy. Fearing to share personal thoughts, feelings, and body image has created a mindset around acceptance of how intimacy should be and how it should be approached in the future. This confusion has allowed a use and abuse of power in your relationships, resulting in miscommunication, bad breakups, and abusive relationships. And there is abusive relationships here. I know there is, because that's devil energy. You can't base the relationship on sex or on looks. If you're in a relationship right now, you're being asked to look at how you share information. Is there mutual respect? Are you both being heard? Are you giving or just taking? If you are single, now is the time to acknowledge and address any issues surrounding this loss of power, allowing you to open your heart to others in the future. Take the time to nourish and nurture your body. Create and make memorable moments with loved ones and open lines of communication to support difficult topics of conversation. So you may be having some difficult conversations with somebody, by the looks of things, around the intimacy of the relationship. Is it just sex? Or is it love? Is this somebody that you could marry and trust? Could you be with this person for the rest of your life? I think there's going to be some intimate conversations, put it that way, this week. And somebody could definitely get angry. But there is an opportunity for abundance. There is an opportunity for prosperity. It's going to be intense. I think it's going to be intense. This could be a marriage partner. Maybe you're going to be traveling or doing something with somebody on a very intimate level. Maybe you're going to be developing a deeper connection beyond sex. It's definitely something to question. Anyhow, questioning the intimacy of a relationship. Okay, so what do we have for Leo this week? Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, abandonment. It is. It's abandonment. It's neglect. It's ghosting. It's being left out in the cold. It's choosing to be a victim. There's help available. We have somebody here that chooses to get or refuses to accept help or get help. They may see themselves as a victim. This is somebody that, you know, probably struggles with some sort of mentality, ego. It is ego. It's a mentality of I'm too good to get help, or I'm not going to get help, or allows themselves to continue down that same old path. Allows themselves to be led in the wrong direction. Queen of Pentacles, reverse, unstable, insecure. There's insecurities here. We have somebody here that has some sort of commitment issues. They don't want to put in the effort. They don't want to put in the work. Queen of Pentacles, reverse, maybe a need to focus inward. Focus on your self-value. Focus on your own stability. Somebody needs to really work on their finances as well, because we have abundance here. This is all about finances. Somebody needs to focus. They need to refocus on their spending. And I know that's another whole message. The devil means many things. And when we get these money cards around it, we have some sort of financial issues here that somebody needs to work on. I know I just changed the story, but somebody needs to refocus their money. They need to focus on their work, and they need to focus on their inner work, but they also need to focus on their financial issues. You know, they need to stop spending money on their image. Somebody's very much focused on their image. They're focused on outside appearances. Stop focusing on the image stuff. I gotta say that. It's not about your image. Let go of your insecurities. You know, what I just was feeling looking at this card, and from what I just said, your soul. Your body is just a vessel. It's just a vehicle, right? It's going to get old. It's going to wrinkle. It's, you know, there's going to be imperfections. Right? So for some of you, this has to do with your body image. I know that it does. You need to let go of your insecurities and stop wasting your money on what you look like. Let people see your soul. Let them fall in love with your soul. I don't know who needs to hear that message, but somebody did. There is abundance that is coming into your life. You need to let go of your insecurities. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse may be somebody that doesn't know their value. You are going to be tempted this week as well. You're going to be tempted. Tempted to go down that path that you have gone down in the past. The choice is always yours. Good luck.